Welcome to You Make the Difference. I'm Wanda Walker, and today we're talking with Edna Foster, who is the Executive Director for Community Action for Improvement here in LaGrange and surrounding counties.
Yes.
Welcome to the show, Edna.
Thank you, Wanda. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now tell us about the Community Action for Improvement. What's it all about?
Well, Community Action for Improvement is a nonprofit agency that our goal and mission is to help to reduce poverty and to also remove barriers to work. You mentioned that we service the counties in the area. We also serve Carroll, Coweta, Heard, and Meriwether counties as well under the Community Service Block Grant. But we also service Douglas County, Muskogee County, and Harris County with our weatherization program.
Yes. So you are just reaching out and helping people who are in poverty come up out of poverty. You are preventing homelessness and really making a difference in all of those communities that you serve, right?
Yes.
I want to talk about some of the programs that you offer so people will be aware of the things that are available in the community. Tell me about the programs that come through Community Action for Improvement.
Well, our largest program is the Low Income Energy Assistance Program, the LIHEAP program, where you hear people talk about needing help with their utility bills. That is a grant from the Department of Energy that we are able to assist clients by making a one-time payment to their utility bill that is paid directly to the vendor. Because the purpose of it to help with utilities, so therefore it goes directly to the vendor. And with that program, we service in Troup County about maybe 3,000-4,000 clients per year with the Energy Assistance Program.
So that's where they've just gotten so far behind that they can't pay?
Well, with this particular program, you don't have to be behind. It is based on income, so as long as you meet the income eligibility, then you can apply for the one-time payment. It's set at either $310 based on your income or $350 a one-time payment. And we encourage people not to be behind. We encourage people to pay their bill and to even continue to pay even after they apply for the assistance. Now, there are some clients that come to us with emergency assistance for utility. In those cases, we assist them with the Community Service Block Grant when it is removing a barrier to work. Because our goal is to help the clients to help themselves. We're working more and more on personal responsibility, and we have found the last 2 years that that's what our people that come through our doors appreciate.
Yes.
Being responsible for their own bill, being in a situation that if we can give a hand up, not a hand out, then they're able to make it better.
Yes. Okay, and I know you do social service under CAFE. Tell me about the social service program.
Yes. Now, with the social service portion, that is a part of the unit that be able to assist with determining eligibility for the energy program. And then they're also the unit that work with clients that have a barrier to work, the CSBG grant, Community Service Block Grant, that we're able to assist the clients with things. We've had clients to come in and we're working collaborative with West Georgia Tech and with clients that will have a barrier to enrollment into college or clients that need assistance with being able to pay for the GED testing, clients, anything with the education part. Now, we cannot be a scholarship program or loan program, but if it's a barrier that we can remove and encourage the clients to pursue their education and to do case management while they're pursuing it, that's what we do on the education piece. We also have barriers, like we've had clients to come in, I get paid on Friday, today's Monday, I don't have enough gas to make it to payday. we are able to put enough gas in the car so that the client can get to payday. And we've had clients to come back to say thank you, that they didn't know what they were going to do,
Yes.
and coming to us was a help.
And sometimes it's the little things, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, and talk about what barriers are.
The barriers are things that would keep you from working the 40 hours, being able to make a reasonable living, to be able to pay your own bills, to be able to help to take care of your children. One of the number one barriers in Troup County and my surrounding counties is child care. So this leads me to be able to talk about our child care program.
Yes.
We have affordable child care for children from 6 weeks to pre-K, because we have a pre-K classroom in LaGrange. But the goal is to be able to help them to be in a learning environment and to be able to start to be used to being social, emotional, and a little bit of learning along the way. So when it's time to go to school, that they'll be ready. They learn things in the classroom. If you go into our center, you'll be able to see happy children, you'll be able to see children learning, children sharing, children just talking and having fun. And so we're offering that as a way to remove barriers. And I mentioned transportation. Transportation is another big barrier, so we've had to help clients that need, in addition to gas, to be able to pay for them to go to work or to even go for appointments that's related to work. Because we have in Troup County and my surrounding counties now, in Meriwether County, they have started a public transportation, but it only serves the county right now. And that's a big, major undertaking it was, but you got a lot of clients that are excited because now they don't have to pay a friend or somebody $10, $20 to go to collect $10 or $20. And so we're really excited about that. And the same thing here in Troup County with the Housing Authority working with the transportation. That has helped a whole lot.
Yes.
And now, so we have some clients that still have a need that we're looking at, seeing what kind of grant that we can write for to be able to even fill that gap that has been closed with the efforts of our government, city government, county government, and the Housing Authority. So we're looking at seeing there's still a few that we're trying to help with transportation.
Yeah, so is the transportation in Meriwether County, is that funded through CAFE?
No, well, not funded through CAFE. That was something, an initiative that the city and the county commissioners, they got to do, and that's a project that they did, but CAFE get the benefit because our clients get where they need to go, and our clients get to be able to go to work, and it frees up money that we would normally have to be able to spend to get them somewhere, that the county and the city is helping with that.
Yeah, that's great.
So we're really excited about that.
Now you have a program called Weatherization.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
With the Weatherization program, the goal is to help to reduce the utility bills for our customers. And what we have found is the majority of our customers are elderly families, that most of the time the spouse the male spouse or even female spouse has died, and the heating unit or the air condition goes out. What do we do? And so we have people that's plugging in electric heaters, bringing in fans into environments that are unventilated.
Yeah.
And causing carbon monoxide to be able to, that's unhealthy, that we go in to be able to help to fix that. And we're saying that not only are we reducing bills, but we're also saving lives, because we've gone into homes that the carbon monoxide level is so high until there's a real concern about for the safety of the people there. And so with the weatherization program, again, we have 8 counties that we serve, and with the 8 counties, Troup County being one of them, that the average number of homes that we're funded for right now is about 3 homes. So we had a additional funding from Georgia Power that we were able to leverage with the current dollars we have. But Georgia Power right now is doing, that they've exercising another option for those funding. So we're hoping to get with Georgia Power and encourage Georgia Power to allow us the funds to be able to increase our numbers of making the homes more efficient and safe for our families.
Yes. Now, if somebody has heard a service that they want to apply for, how do they go about applying?
Now we have an office, and the office here in LaGrange is at 1380 Lafayette Parkway, and the office we can do walk-ins to make an appointment, or you can call our office at 706-884-2651 to make an appointment, because we have the intake workers that work with the clients. Because the other thing that we do as a part of social service is we assist with, if it's not a resource that we have funding for, that we collaborate with the other partners, and so we help to call around and help the clients to find a resource to be able to help them in their critical need.
Yes, that's wonderful.
Yes, back to what I said about personal responsibility. When someone come in with a bill, or they call and say, I need your help with my utility bill, I need you to pay my utility bill. We don't pay utility bills. We help you look at your situation to see what you can do to help to pay your utility bill and to keep from being in that situation again.
Yes.
So that's the way we're handling that right now.
Another thing that you do is offer food boxes.
Yes.
Yes. Tell me
Yes.
about that.
We're real excited about that. Once a month, we offer food boxes, give away about 200 food boxes, first come, first serve, at our LaGrange, Lafayette office. And we have, that's in collaboration with Feeding the Valley.
Yes.
And the food bank, that the clients, all they have to do is show proof of residence for Troup County. And with their proof of residence, then they come in, we start to give out numbers to make it a seamless process at about 8 o'clock, and then the food truck usually shows up about 11, or they show up and then we start the giveaway at 11 o'clock. And that's been a real success, and I've gotten a lot of good feedback from our customers that it really is not to feed the individuals, but it's to supplement their other sources of food.
Yes. Now tell me, how long has Community Action for Improvement been in operation here?
Well, in LaGrange and the 5-county area, we are about to celebrate our 50th birthday.
Wow.
Our 50th birthday coming up December the 31st, 2016.
Yes.
We became incorporated on December the 31st, 1966. And we have been a very important part of the community. One of the major programs that we used to have, our largest grant at one time, was the Head Start program. And then you might remember a long time ago, they used to talk about the CEDAR program.
Yes.
The CEDAR program, that was a part of what community action agencies across the country did, because the whole goal was to be able to make an impact on poverty. You might, back in 1966, President Johnson at the time said, we need to see what we can do about poverty, and it was the War on Poverty that brought about agencies that, even with some federal funding, to be able to reach out to the local communities instead of just it being a state agency. Like, it's not welfare.
Right.
Like some people with the AFDC and the now TANF, Those are benefit programs, but the War on Poverty was more of an assistant program to help to meet the needs of individuals, to encourage them to work, to encourage them to be self-sufficient instead of being on welfare.
Yes.
And so we're real excited about getting ready to celebrate the 50 years.
And the CETA program was a program that employed
youth and low-income families.
Yes, and I worked for CETA.
Oh, wow!
I did, yeah, in the 70s.
Okay.
So,
Yes,
yeah, I
yes,
know
yes.
about the CETA program.
Yes, very
Okay, now
good.
I know you have a multi-county board
Yes,
that
yes,
governs.
yes.
But tell us, who are the board members here in LaGrange?
In LaGrange, we have one of the hardest working board members in the country.
Yes.
Michael Meredith
Yes.
is our one of our Troup County board members, and then also Carolyn Hamed is another board member, and she is appointed by the city to be on our board. But Michael Meredith and Carolyn Hamed, we're real excited about being on our board.
Yeah, we just wanted to give them a shout out this morning. That we
Thank you, thank you,
Yes.
thank you for both of them. But let me mention now, with my board chairman
Okay.
is out of Meriwether County. Freddie Hines is the board chairman. So we're giving my Troup County a shout out. We have to throw the chairman in. So
well,
he
that's
would.
right. Yeah, because
would.
the show goes into Meriwether County, so we
Yes,
want to make sure that we
yes.
know that he knows that we appreciate him too.
Yeah.
All right, so how many customers would you say that you serve here in Troup County?
That's real hard. That's real hard to say, because when we're looking at even the community service block grant, weatherization, I will only be guessing.
Okay.
So, but we average with CSBG and LIHEAP, I know about 2,000.
Wow.
Easily.
Yes.
Easily 2,000.
Yes. And how
So-
are you funded?
Well, we have some federal grants with the Low Income Energy Program. That's a federal grant that is a flow through the state from Department of Energy. Then we also have the Community Service Block Grant, which is a federal grant that we use for helping to remove barriers to employment. And then we have, with the child care program, we have affordable child care. And the individual parents that are able to pay, then they pay the child care, so we have that funded. And then the weatherization program, we get money from Department of the Health and Human Services. It's a federal grant also for the weatherization. So with some federal grants, some funding, and then the biggest and the one that we need the most of is donations and fundraisers.
Yes.
Those are the two that we need most, because the federal grants are not enough. Even they're based on the poverty rates in most communities, but that's not usually kept up to date, and so there's a big gap in what we receive to be able to assist people with and the number of people that come through our door.
Yes.
And we also have some people that are $2 or $3 out of the guideline. And if they're $2 or $3 out of the guideline, we can't serve them with the grant. But we could serve them if we had donations and fundraising.
Yes.
And we do get some from the city. The city's been really gracious with giving donation to be able to assist Troup County residents. And then they also give us a portion of the Roundup money to the city. So your Roundup money go to help to keep people utilities from being turned off, but again, with a personal responsibility. They cannot just not pay their bill and expect the Roundup money to be the replacement.
Yes.
We work with them, and so we use that too.
Okay, if you had one thing that you wanted people to know about CAFE or remember about CAFE, what would it be?
Well, and I think you touch on it a little bit about our funding source, that when we're talking about donations and fundraisers, that it has taken the community to be able to bring CAFE into existence, and it takes the community to be able to keep CAFE into existence.
Yes.
And we have, in the last couple of years, have been expanded our collaboration with the government agencies, local and county government, the Family Connection organizations, and then also with the churches and organizations, because when we talk about community action, it's just that it involves the whole community, not just an agency that gets a few dollars to be able to help a portion of the population. That we need the community in order for us to be able to survive. The agency needs the community because the community gives back to the customers to keep the customers viable and contributing to their community.
So I know partnership is really important to CAFE.
Yes.
Tell me about some of the organizations you partner with and what you do together.
Okay, that's a whole lot.
Yes.
Now, and let me say first, with the local family connections, that's really good because they're an organization that bring the partners to the table, and we can look at addressing issues that's related to each of my local communities. So that's a big help. And then with Troup County being the county seat or the home seat for our agency, even with serving in the 5 counties, we have satellite office, but Troup County is the main office. So I'm more involved with different activities in Troup County to include the Homeless Coalition, to be able to look at even people that's homeless, the barriers to them being able to move into more long-term and permanent housing. That's another grant that we hadn't talked about, but that CAFE applied for, and we're waiting to hear by the end of the month whether or not we're going to be able to get the housing and rapid rehousing grant to be able to help people to help themselves whenever they are in homeless situations. And so in addition to the homeless group, the faith organizations that we've been involved with, and then one of the things that I have taken on is for CAFE to be able to visit. My goal was 50 churches in the 5-county region in a year, so that we can have a faith collaboration or roundtable like the first part of next year to bring the faith community together to look at the different things, issues that CAFE address when it's related to poverty and when it's related to benevolence that customers go to the churches for help with, to be able to do and become a single point of entry. So if a church is trying to help someone, that if they have a voucher, they say you go to CAFE, and then CAFE would notify the church to let the church know the assistance that was received, because I think there's a little breakdown that customers could go church to church to church, and we want to be able to encourage them to help themselves more than helping themselves by getting it paid, to help themselves to do their part with getting it paid. And so you mentioned another group that I'm real pleased to be a part of, the Troup County Historical Society asked me on behalf of CAFE to be on the fundraiser committee for an upcoming event. On August the 5th, we're having an event that is going to be the banquet for Horace King and his family, building bridges across the community. And with that, we're encouraging everyone, the churches, the organization, family, individuals, to come out or to contact the museum or some of the committee members to get your ticket, to come out and see all of the wonderful things that right here, the local history that you can enjoy and that you're a part of. that you will not regret coming out to see.
Yes, and Horace King was a bridge builder in Troup County and
Yes.
built many of the wooden bridges. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes, that's
Yes, and so the supper will be at the Delavant, and it'll be a really nice event. And you were telling me that Annie Green is going to be there, and one of her paintings will be auctioned.
yes,
Yes.
And in addition to auction, we're going to have some signed paintings. All of her paintings going to be signed, and they will be for sale at the event. And then if you buy, we still have some slots available, sponsorship opportunities, where if for $250 to be able to you'll get 2 tickets and a painting. So you will want to become a sponsor and be listed in a program for a sponsorship as well.
Yes.
So we're really excited about that, and do know that for the Troup County Historical Society, this is a major fundraiser because most of their funding, there's no fee to visit the museum, and for anybody that haven't been lately, you
Yes.
want to go. Gorgeous. A lot of work is put in it, and we would encourage you to come out and see what they're doing and the wonderful things that they're doing.
Yes, and the events that they put on are really awesome.
Awesome.
And we wanted to mention that we are also involved, you and I, in the 100-day campaign
Yes.
for Safe Families for Children.
Yes.
And in that campaign, we are looking for 20 churches who will commit to the program,
Yes.
and also 100 host families that will have children stay in their home for short periods of time. A lot of times parents have needs where maybe they are going in for drug treatment, or maybe the children were staying with a grandparent and the grandparent fell and has to go to the hospital, or just any reason why parents would be seeking help in locating somebody that could help them out and give them a safe home for their children for a short period of time. The average days are 21 days.
Yes.
Safe Families is a program that is seeking to involve the churches in doing social work.
Yes.
And it's similar to foster care, but it's different in that it's coming through the church. And
and I think to add to that one, the community.
Yes.
Because churches are part of the community, and even families being a part of the community. I'm so excited about being a part of that initiative.
Yes.
Because there's such a need that so many people that's in the churches, part of the community, would be able to help out, and even to help with there not being a stigma of foster care for our children. So we're really excited to be a part of that too.
Yes, and so if you're interested in becoming involved in Safe Families for Children, get in touch with us here at the station and we'll connect you. Thank you for watching You Make the Difference, and remember, you truly do.